Hard ER, it's the hard ER. Hard ER, it's the hard ER. Hard ER, it's the hard ER.
Why'd I have to pump my brakes like that? Skirt. Felt like a Flintstone. Now we're rolling. Except fucking Johnny's in the fucking way. Blocking our greatness.
Oh, yeah, another fucking fan in the background that's not going to be edited out. Great audio engineering. Great audio engineering.
We got to get the fucking light going, too. And DB said, let there be light. And the light turned on because he's not God.
Are we rolling? Because I'm going to keep DB's face in the... for his ops.
Yeah, we're rolling now.
All right, so tell me about that fraud you did on my comedy show.
I didn't do fraud on your comedy show. I just simply didn't pay.
So how?
I just walked in and said I'm not paying and I'm black and they couldn't do anything about it because they're scared.
Is that what actually happened?
No, I paid, bro. What the fuck? I paid like a normal person. Like,
I was gonna say,
not everything is a special black experience where I do extra black stuff and have my way.
Because I never got that money, so...
And black people never get anything for free, so...
No, that club still hasn't paid.
We're not the natives, you know?
That club still hasn't paid, so...
Let's call that club out. What's the name of that club?
No, they're going to pay.
No, let's call them out. That was like a fucking year ago. What's the name of that club?
No. That
Are you
one,
fucking scared? What was the name
I'm
of them?
I'm not even talking about that show. I'm talking about the show I did that she was actually at. And they still owe me money.
What was it, a backroom comedy club?
Yeah, backroom comedy.
But yeah. Bro, you owe my boy money. Don't make me have to fucking show up there and do black things you don't like.
I know.
I'll just start fucking smoking weed in there and fucking... Yeah. I'll call 5 black girls to twerk up a fucking storm if you don't fucking pay my boy.
Let's put it this way.
I swear to God.
I'm not banking on DB giving me a wedding gift for the amount of shooting he's done for me.
Yeah, absolutely not. Plus, we don't give wedding gifts anyway. We're black. It's not part of our culture.
Although you did have me the last time. We were talking about it. Like, you're not supposed to show up without a gift. I'm like, fuck.
Oh,
I didn't
really?
know that. I didn't know that either. I went to like 8 weddings and nobody told me I'm supposed to bring gifts. Probably like, oh, this nigger's cheap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why do we
I
invite
spend money on
this?
myself.
Why do we invite this?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to spend money on white people. You guys owe me.
I don't know shit, bro.
I'm there for fucking comedic relief.
Yeah, you're there to diversify the...
Yeah, I'm the DEI guy at the fucking wedding photos.
Make your wedding look cool.
No, make it look less racist. Less like a fucking Klan meeting. That's what they want me there for.
Whoa.
Oh, there's a black guy there, so it's actually a safe environment for the blacks.
We're not Klansmen, okay?
Ex-Klansmen.
We don't do any of that.
Nazis?
We're more like...
Nigga, how?
We're more like residential school staff.
Ooh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Like bleaching kids' skins and,
a little Canadian,
and fingering them a bit.
A little Canadian. We're more like the Catholic Church.
I don't know, man. You see 1923?
No.
You see on those Yellowstone shits?
No, I've never watched. I heard they're great.
Honestly, bro, I saw the 1923 one, and like they have this like native girl in the beginning of it, and she's like in the school, and they kind of show that part of it, bro. That shit made me fucking sick to my stomach.
Fam.
Real shit, fam. My stomachs were sick.
It was bad. I could only guess how fucked up it was.
Yeah, just like you know what I mean? Like being stripped of her culture, like seeing that shit firsthand, how they were treating her, also molesting her. I was like, holy fuck, like it's a lot.
Well, it's all or nothing, really, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta go full court if you're gonna do anything, right?
So that's a genocide, yeah? We're gonna call that a genocide, probably, if that's
It's
fair.
a little Jenny Craig on the side.
Yeah, that's a
slim down the nation.
So you got racially profiled yesterday.
I didn't get well, I'm not gonna fucking blame fucking what else, the York Regional Police? What police force would that be at
Peel.
Credit?
Peel.
Oh, no deal Peel. Those guys actually do not like me.
So give me the rundown. What happened? They were honestly, shout out to the cops. I respect what you guys do because people like him are a threat to the community.
Black people of all color are a threat to the community.
No, you in particular.
That's what the fucking higher ups put us here for, to disrupt your nation.
They probably thought you were distributing fentanyl to the innocent white kids.
The crazy
of Mississauga.
thing about it is like I would actually never sell fentanyl. I could like any time that like I had involved myself in that type of life, it's just like I can't like sell something to someone that like could just like they'll die on purchase. That doesn't seem like a great business plan.
No.
To kill your customers with the product they're asking for. So it was like I never really got into that. That was never my song and dance.
Never a big Fenty guy, eh?
Never a big Fenty guy, no. I was out, you know what, my time was after the boom though. Fenty got really big after COVID. That's when it really boomed here. Obviously people were still doing it prior, but that's when it really started hitting home, right? Like,
so run down the story of what happened. You're driving down
the street. You know, they're alleging that they had smelled marijuana from my car. All these things are a fallacy. And they pulled up to the car. They did the whole song and dance, and it ended up basically being me and my BM on the side of the road.
Baby mama. For
my
the people
baby
that don't
mama.
know.
My mizzle.
Not all of my personal white fans might not know what BM means. So
I'm sure your white fans listen to enough hip hop to know what a baby mama is.
Yeah, okay.
If we're being fucking
enough.
for real, like
every
right. Single Sexy Red song is about how she's a baby mama and like she's outside and she's gonna be fucking your nigga, so hide your baby daddy. Like it's like
imagine that's your mom. Like you're just like growing up.
I think
like,
about that all the time. Like, you know what I
Listen to
mean? Like,
that.
what are these kids and be like, oh my God, this is my parent? Like, how can I be a serious individual and this is my parent? That's what they promote.
Okay, so they pull you over,
They
you and
pull
your
me
BM.
over, yeah,
what
yeah.
happens?
They're doing the whole fucking song and dance. And they're like, you know, it smells like weed. Get out the car. We want to search you, blah, blah. They do the search. They cuff me. They cuff my BM. We're sitting on the fucking curb. They go through the car. They're searching. They find like the 1.5 grams of weed. And I was like, are you satisfied with your search?
I fucking love this country. I fucking love this.
I was like, buddy, I'm like, you're here fucking driving down this fucking street with 1 million bars on it. I'm like, do something that's worth your fucking time and get someone for a Dewey. Like,
yeah, everyone in here has cocaine in their pocket.
everyone,
probably.
1.5 to fucking 3.5 per 10 white people on this street have cocaine or cocaine residue.
For sure.
1,000,000%.
Mississauga
And you're here
especially?
harassing me over 1.5 grams of fucking weed?
But were you smoking?
Absolutely not. That's against the law. You can't smoke weed and drive. Be serious.
Yeah, honestly, it's nice to see law-abiding citizens like you, but you gotta realize the cops don't know. You do look like a very, how do I say this?
I'm a huge ass black guy that wears a lot of jewelry. Like, I don't blame them for like profiling me, but like, I do blame them for profiling me.
How much more pissed would you be if you got pulled over and Buddy didn't even put you in cuffs? Buddy pulls out the diamond checker on the chain.
That would be hilarious. He's like, we heard there's activity of fake niggas outside.
That would be such a
Starts
good
diamond testing me right away. That would be a good skit. We should save that.
cops pulling. The cop pulls you over.
We should seriously pull up. We should do that as a skit.
No, I'll be the cop.
I know.
obviously.
Well, yeah, it's not gonna be fucking me. But I know a place where you can rent the whole cop outfit and everything. Get you a fake gun, holster, all of it.
Fucking A.
No.
Yeah, that's a skit we're gonna do. I know. I actually
enough,
I have a stand-up bit.
Especially since the braids are gone.
I have a stand-up bit I just created and just tried out a few times. It's about you and you, kind of, but I kind of combine it as if it's one friend, you know?
Yeah.
But I say, like, pretty much how, like, oh, I go to, like, my black buddies in the neighborhoods, and everyone treats me, like, with respect. No one messes with me. And then I found out because everyone just thinks I'm an undercover cop.
That's hilarious.
And that's true story because I was parked with my Ford Escape in front of his house all the time. He's like, yeah, my family all just thinks you're a cop outside all the time.
That makes sense. I mean, any sort of Ford vehicle, it does raise the heckles on any black neck.
With this haircut, they're like, that's...
I mean, kind of. I would, if he was gelled more to the back a bit, it would instill a bit more
No,
fear.
but I also...
This is still friendly. This is friendly white to me. When I see a little side curl off, I'm like, oh, he's friendly white.
But I also, at least I used to have it, I used to have, like, my dad's, like, free sunglasses from, like, working hydro, which are those just generic black, like, cop-looking glasses.
When you put the sunglasses on any white face, I'm immediately terrified.
Just immediate.
That's my first thought. I'm like, oh, that's fucking police?
Like,
First words out my mouth. Every time, yeah. Something about glasses and white people just doesn't suit, you know? I'm just like, it makes me uneasy.
So I had bombed this joke.
Did you?
I was talking about, I made this up. I was like, yeah, my buddy, you know, I was talking about, like, yeah, my black friend, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, he was telling me about his buddy that got shot, like, X amount of times and survived. And
I never told you the story.
No, but it's kind of a made up story, right?
Okay,
but I was
yeah.
just like, yeah. So he told me that, and then my first thing I said is, "What was he wearing?" And the crowd is just like crickets. I was like,
I didn't get it?
Yeah, like one black guy was the only one who got it. Actually, a guy from Chicago. Him and his white girl were the only ones who laughed at us. Like, they get it. They get it. They
yeah.
get it. But it was crickets. It was tough.
Nah, I'll be like that, man. You gotta pick your crowd sometime. Pick your joke and pick your crowd.
The Chicago people loved me. Surprisingly, I was at the show last night. There was there's two Chicago, the only people of color in the crowd, probably minus the Indians.
Niggas.
And they were fucking with me. I did a nice Chicago joke.
You know what it is, bro? Black people usually come to comedy shows to laugh, and I feel like white people come more to judge, to see if you're funny or not.
There was a white guy with an earpiece that I thought was an undercover cop just sitting right in the front and
But
didn't
why would
laugh
there be
at
an
one person
undercover
all
cop
night.
coming to your show?
I don't know what he was doing. It was a weed venue, so
What's
maybe
your
they
fucking stuttering buddy up to? Is he up to some shit?
No, he wasn't there.
'Cause he
But
could get away with a lot of crime.
it was an indoor weed venue, so like sometimes at those weed venues, cops be
You
like,
want to just be there and make sure no one's like
I don't
illegally
know.
selling pot?
I don't know what.
God
it is.
forbid somebody sell some illegal pot, not some fucking.
But this guy sits front row earpiece, old white guy, doesn't laugh at any comedian, just straight face and
Maybe
everyone.
he's like security-ish.
Nah, it's too small of a venue.
Security
no
light.
security. No security. Yo, but have we done a pod since that lady got stabbed in Pickering in our ends?
I don't think we talked about it. That's crazy. You did a little joke about it. We didn't bring that up. Did we talk about that?
I don't think. When did it happen?
We did shoot that last one. Lower quality pod last week.
Yeah, no, it wasn't awful though. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it. I never watch it.
Yeah, but it didn't look awful. The iPhone actually kind of pulled through.
No, iPhone does pull through. It's always good.
Yeah.
So we used to do that in the beginning, right? Nobody cared.
Yeah, those iPhones are actually decent. No, but
They
that
wanna hear
girl,
us
got,
suck shit.
the girl got stabbed by the crazy man in Pickering.
It's so funny because people immediately thought that like this is definitely some niggas, and then they found out it was a brown person, and they're like, we need to close the border. And I was like, bro, it's just a mental health thing.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I mean? Really, what it comes down to, like, you don't walk around in a fucking trench coat in Ajax waiting to stab some granny in their front lawn, and you're like all okay in the brain. You know what I mean?
But what was she wearing?
I got, bro. My favorite thing is like all the people in all this like racist ass like the North Ajax neighbors group and all these like Durham regional police pages, because I always frequent these things just to see what people think, and they're always just like, oh, like the most racist possible ideas they could think of. I'm like, do you think a normal random brown immigrant is going to come and stab an old lady on a fucking lawn? Like, rape your teenage daughter, maybe, but like stab an old lady, like if we're gonna profile correctly, I'm gonna be honest, profile correctly. Like, Ajax has had a history of a lot of like weird brown youths and doing sexual things with girls. That's a fair profile.
Yeah.
Some random guy stabbing some old lady, that has nothing to do with race. That is always mental health. 100 times out of 100, unless it's actually his grandma, then it's like some kind of weird family thing.
Do you think it deserved the Amber Alert that we got?
I mean, yeah, white people are shook. Like, white people need that Amber Alert to feel secure and like be like, oh, I have to stay home.
You know, the funny thing is, first thing that happens is I text my buddy who's a police officer, and I'm like, hey, what's the inside scoop?
For that video.
Which one?
Your buddy.
I have multiple that are police officers. I'm very connected into the officer community.
Of course he is.
Okay.
But no, I asked the one that works out in that ends where it happened, and he was telling me, because I guess they have like video of it all too. He's like I guess probably a dash or door fucking camera thing.
I want to see that ring footage.
He said it was honestly just fucking brutal. Like he's like this guy is honestly just like a serial killer young kid that's clearly just a serial killer mind.
Yeah, he
like,
wanted to do that because
just a messed up human
they had
being.
other footage of him going to people's doors at night on the Ring doorbell, like with a knife doing that shit. Boy, if I seen some fucking little Indian you with a trench coat at my fucking door, that boy would have got halal, brother.
Free body.
For free. You did this for me for free? Brother, I would have cut his arm off.
Yeah, I bet you he wouldn't.
You
Even,
want to see a knife?
I bet you he wouldn't even attempt it on you.
Probably would have seen the black guys and be like, oh, shit.
That's the one. That's the one time it comes in clutch to be racially profiled.
I will say, you could tell he's a bitch because of who he chose to kill for his first kill. You chose to kill some old white lady.
Do you think
fucking Eleanor, bro?
He was 13.
13.
He's 13 years old. Killed some 78-year-old white lady named Eleanor in the middle of her garden.
But do you think?
Be fucking for real.
Do you think that was his first kill? Or do you think he was killing animals or some shit in the community?
I'm just cheese. She survived COVID to get stabbed by some random Indian kid. That's fucking insane, bro.
And the worst part is she probably voted liberal too.
Yeah, but once again, I don't want to lean into the blame the Indian community thing.
Yeah.
But like, God
she voted
damn.
for this shit.
She did vote for it. She did probably, yeah.
She had it. No, elbows up, elbows up.
Absolutely up, all the way up. Till
Elbows
we
up
fly
don't
away.
work when a knife's coming at them.
Absolutely not. You better fuck with the elbow forward. Use the elbow for defense.
Yeah.
Better right in front of your fucking face. That elbow goes up, it's over for you.
It's just getting crazy out in our ends, eh?
It is. That's why all white people want to move farther and farther away.
But yeah.
It's gonna get worse there too.
even
you can't run from it.
But it's getting so bad. Even the non-whites are starting to want to move too.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like Bowmanville doesn't sound so bad after all.
Bowmanville's not even as white as it used to be. Well, nowhere is anymore.
Yeah, like,
Nowhere is.
you know what's funny? I was in Florida and I go to a Dunkin' Donuts, and who do you think's working the Dunkin' Donuts?
Do they have that issue there too?
The only ones I saw were all in Dunkin' Donuts working.
I didn't realize that was a thing there too. But I feel like it's easy that there's still the American dream. There's a lot more jobs and opportunities for them there. Like, because you consistently hear how nobody can get fucking jobs, right? So obviously there is something going on with that. Maybe we're immigrating too many people from a certain place.
Oh,
Too
perfect
much.
time. Johnny Hills is here. We were talking about immigration. What's his stance on immigration? Our audio enginear.
I don't mind.
He's a big, this guy.
Honestly, I don't mind immigration.
This guy's saying that
Yeah,
he's
it is a lot of his business. It's fucking 90% of his business. But my argument once again on the immigration thing is I just feel like if Canada pushes this like multicultural fucking vibe, then why are we just taking so many people from one place?
Only one word.
That's all I have. That's all I have to say. That's not very multicultural.
I don't
bro.
even care if it's multicultural. Just build a couple houses for the mandem, you know?
Yeah, and build it for the Lowell. And don't give us those fucking What are those McGonagall houses? What the fuck are they
know
called?
what I hate?
Module homes? Don't give us that bullshit. Give us real fucking houses.
They're always like, we're built X amount of affordable homes. It's like, what is affordable? Define affordable.
Affordable home usually means like a co-op of some sort. Like, we built a couple hoods for you guys. Move in there.
That you can't apply
Enjoy
it.
that.
And it's tough to get into those even, I
Yeah,
think.
you gotta be really poor. You can't be kind of poor.
Yeah, one time I looked into it, I applied. It's like, oh, you make over 30,000 combined. You're
They're
like,
like, oh.
obviously, like.
They're like, oh, you're white. We don't know. Like, we can't let you.
No,
in
I
here.
put my girl's ethnicity on there for sure on the
Yeah,
application.
POC, you have to.
Yeah,
They don't
and,
let whites in
then
the
I
hood
just
anymore.
put myself as gay, and and still
No,
didn't get
pansexual
it.
works better.
Honestly, who has a family income under 30 fucking K to apply for housing? Like, what are people just
What house do you plan to buy with $30,000?
or like get
And
into
Canadian
housing?
dollars at that.
In Toronto, downtown?
In Toronto is fucking scandalous. How dare they?
Yeah, I don't know who's living in these
They
houses.
should be living under the fucking bridge.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Build more highways, more bridges, more places for people
the
to
homeless-
live.
No, you know my fucking idea on the homeless. Just put them in a big ass apartment outside of the city. Just have like a homeless block.
You're thinking you put them in camps and you work them.
I mean, no, don't even work them. You don't even work them. You keep them in these fucking fucking camps, right? Couple buildings. The top floors, the penthouses, are for those that choose to work and take care of the hood. Everybody else can live in the trash if they want to, but you get to have a nice apartment that gets taken care of by the government, take care of all your shit if you choose to take care of the neighborhood you live in.
I don't like that.
Don't like that?
That's socialism, baby.
I don't want them to have a penthouse.
I'll
be jealous. I'll be jealous.
Brother, how good do you think this penthouse is gonna be? It's a homeless
give a
penthouse, my
fuck.
nigga. You're gonna talk about fucking jacuzzis and fucking mink couches and fucking. What are you expecting here?
I don't want these guys having views.
Mattress.
I don't want these guys having views.
Brother, they're not gonna have a great view. They're gonna have a view of everybody living better than they are.
Nah.
They're still living in poverty. They still have to fucking collect cans to make a change.
Honestly, I
They
like.
just get a free cribas instead of living on the fucking street and embarrassing the block. Because let's be honest, it's fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
This is the thing people don't want to talk about. That's why people don't even look at homeless people. It's fucking embarrassing. It's being fucking living on the street, living desolate. It's
know-
embarrassing ass shit.
I used to enjoy camping as a child.
Camping
so-
is different when you have a home to go to. Them niggas are forever camping. Forever. And they don't even have tents. Half these niggas are living over those fucking subway grills to get a little heat on their backside. They're
Or-
fucking deaths. It's a shit
Over
life.
fucking sewers?
And
Give them their little fucking condo, bro. You're acting like I'm giving them fucking ice condos, which would be worthy. To be honest, ice condos is fucking shit. So give them that.
you know
Push,
what?
pick up ice condos and push it outside the city. Throw them niggas in there.
It got bad in Durham. Even you go there and like people are like
Oh,
sleeping in like the
shit
bank
going
fucking
still?
thing. Yeah, it's still going.
Good.
You know they're sleeping in like where you like get money out.
I hate when they're in the bank, bro, because it's like, you know, it's mad nervy. You know what? I feel like they're a fucking stripper when they go on the stage and like, you know, they want to put a little $5 down. They want to make you put your face down. They shake their nasty nanny in your mouth.
I don't give a
It feels like that shit. I have to just tip them so I can go to the fucking till. I'm scared, nigga. Don't make that nigga get up in the middle of my transaction. Hey, yo, don't let no homeless nigga ever touch me, bro. I swear to God.
These fuckers make these niggas close the fucking.
Yeah, you can't even go to the bank at
Yeah.
night. That shit cheeses me.
Close the fuck, lock the.
And
Bro,
you're
think
paying
about that
like
logic. They're like, we have to lock it early so the homeless can't sleep in there.
Bro, I
Brother,
was
put
so
them. You're against the camps.
you know
They put
no.
the Palestinians in camps. You're against put the homeless in camps. They don't have cribs either. What's the argument?
I think we're paying like 17 a month
Oh
in
my God.
bank fees to have a fucking thing. You can
17.
$17 a month or whatever it
Why
is.
you
of an
paying that
account.
much? Just
I don't know
come
what
buy
it
all
is.
your shit.
But either way,
Credit card, debit card.
you're
get the full
paying
things.
your bank fees. The least they could do is hire a minimum wage Indian kid to stand there overnight and like
One of
fucking
them skinny
chew them
niggas.
out.
Bro,
Yeah,
remember during COVID when they had these little skinny niggas outside the bank? And I was like, yo, there has to be bigger Indians than this. There has to. They don't only make them in super small, do they? Like, brother, what are you securing, fam? You can't even secure a breeze.
buddy. I'll tell you
The
one thing.
lickaless boys.
Nothing-
And then they have the girls too. I'm like, be serious. When I see girl security, and I know they're all girls can do what guys can do except secure the things.
No,
They
honestly,
cannot secure nothing. I'll fucking mook that nigga. Whatever's behind that glass, I'm taking. She's not stopping me.
He's also a small Indian.
She's gonna be a fatality.
I'll tell
There's
you-
no one stopping me there.
These small Indians will clear them out of there by one way only.
I don't want to hear this racist shit. Here we go.
They're stench, brother.
All right, here we go. The stench bomb them.
Yeah, they just
I'll
post
fucking hold
up.
my lungs and do what I need to do if I have to fucking get behind the till if I'm on that criminal shit. I'm just saying, like, it should be a more dominating force that I should see that nigga and be like, yo, I don't wanna do this. It should be a deterrent. Like a locked door. It's a deterrent. When I see some fucking 130-pound Indian guy, what kind of security is that? Who is that protecting?
I feel secure.
I wouldn't protect a fucking daycare with that.
I feel secure.
Do you feel secure?
No, but
Please.
I'm not
Couldn't
scared.
feel fucking secure in a seatbelt.
I'm not scared of them.
But that's my point. They shouldn't be like, I don't want to go into this place now because they're there. But they should be like, I shouldn't try and steal or do anything kind of weird in here. I'm sure a homeless guy would walk right by those niggas and fucking plop on the floor and take a shit in the middle of the bank, and that brown nigga would just be staring at him like,
Homeless niggas crushing these small.
put them on a rope a dope, rocking them niggas, rocking them. You think them
Honestly?
homeless niggas are malnutritioned? Absolutely not. They're eating the finest garbage.
How about this? What if you started a whole
First world garbage?
Start a whole security company of a bunch of black dudes and shiesties, and they probably would get hired by a lot of people.
I know, I know a company like that. I've hired them before.
It would be great.
No, they're very good at their work, and they're huge. They look like niggas that you're like, oh, I'm not gonna rob this guy.
Remember at that fucking Chromaz one, how like all those influencers had security, like CJ. Remember that CJ?
Those
guy?
guys will get washed too, but they were better security than like
But you seen
the
what
Shoppers
happened with
Drug
that
Mart
guy?
Indian guy.
He got pulled over. His body cam footage got released, and he had a gun.
CJ?
Yeah, like a handgun in his fucking
Really?
like, glove compartment. And
That's
he was
cute.
But he was reaching out. But
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
reaching
moving
out for
noogie.
like he's like, oh, these cops are like fucking profiling me. It's like, bro, you're casually having an illegal handgun in your like glove compartment. Like, what are you like complaining about, bro?
And you
Like,
don't
at
even
least
look
hide that
profile-esque.
shit.
Like you're like a clean-cut brown guy. I wouldn't assume that you're up to crime.
No, but it was a brown man that pulled him. Like you'd hear the voice in the
Was
brown
it another
guy. He's
brown
like,
guy?
where are you from?
Oh, it was brown
What
on brown
country are you
crime.
from?
That's crazy.
And like, but like, even still, like, I'm a legal gun advocate. Like,
You're a legal or an illegal gun advocate?
legal gun advocate.
Okay, I just wanna make
grew
sure.
up. I grew up with a dad who hunts, and like, you got to put that shit in a safe in the
You grew up
trunk.
with a dad?
Oh yeah, good one too. Stuck around.
Well, mine did too.
I have two parents.
God damn.
I have two loving parents and a loveless marriage. It's a beautiful thing.
That's pretty classic though. Like love gets hard after like, 20, 30 years of knowing someone.
I don't know. I'm 33 or 32, and I didn't really get a hint of it from day one. So
I mean,
it could have been
bro,
longer.
give it like 15, 20 years. You'll fucking hate Kat too.
Oh well, she hates me already. Bro.
Exactly, right? They always beat you to the punch.
Actually, I shouldn't say that. She said I can't talk negative about her on the podcast anymore. I love that
No, I'm not
girl.
gonna lie. My baby mom said the same thing.
But
I swear to God, bro. She's like, I watch the podcast all the time. I'm like, out of all the content that I fucking produce, you choose to tune into my fucking podcast where I talk the most shit?
Yeah.
Why? Why? For arguments later? I don't care. You cannot raise my blood pressure any more than it is.
You know what's even crazier? After I went on my Bachelor, my buddy was like, "Yo, just so you know, like, be careful. My wife's. I saw her watching your podcast." Hoping that like I was gonna be like spilling some information.
Bro, it's
about,
so
like,
funny
something with
because
them.
they're not even watching it for genuine entertainment.
No.
They're watching it to be like, what are they up to? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
They're not even trying to
bro.
support the cause.
Yo, enjoy this episode, ladies.
Like all
This
these,
one's for you and you and you.
all these ladies that are close to us watching, and not one of them like or subscribe or comment.
Please. Not subscribe to my YouTube, not liking my content. Fuck it, bro.
It's just disrespectful at this
Insane.
point.
Do you want me to make it or no? They don't. You know what it is? She doesn't want the fame.
No.
Because you're like you're gonna leave her for a better half Asian girl. That's what she's scared of. Or you go to the motherland, go right to the source, get them for the LO, but don't bring them back. Don't bring them back. When you bring them back, they get spoiled. You have to keep them over there. That's the key.
No, I'm
My
home.
uncle did this. You want to talk about the Asian relationships?
Yeah,
My
why
uncle
not?
went to fucking where do you go? Singapore, one of those Asian countries over there. One of them niggas. This nigga, real life, went over there, got an Asian bitch, brought her back, bred her up, 3 youths, bomb, 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 bomb.
Yeah.
This nigga got tired of her because she got Americanized. He went back and got another one and stayed over there. Nigga said, fuck them kids, fuck that bitch. I'm going right to the source again. He's over there.
Is there right
Playing
now?
it smart, but this is what you have to do. You have to go over there, fam. You can't bring them over here to get Americanized so they can fucking tell you fucking 40 feminist points, but can't tell you how to do basic math or park a fucking car.
No, my girl is for a girl that was born here, she's very much not like too like
Femi?
but she can't park a car for shit though.
Well,
She's
obviously,
got
no.
that Asian DNA.
Women are dog shit drivers.
I don't know if it's all of them, but she's
A
awful.
good percentage of them. Like, there's never a time where I'm driving with a woman in a car and I'm not like a little afraid.
She's like this girl like
Notice how all the Ubers, when you're driving somewhere, are men, but when you get Uber food, that's when you see the women.
yeah.
There's a reason for that.
It's funny, my
You crash the food, it's not that big on the Uber's insurance. You crash the people, It's a fucking problem.
Again, I love my girl, but she's the only one I've seen that scrapes like the fucking corners in the underground parking, like the concrete.
Ooh, but those be tight sometimes.
Yeah, but
there's some tight buildings. I will give her that.
she
There's
has
some
a
tight
hi-
ones.
she drives a Hyundai. It's
She's a
like-
habit. She's a habit.
Yeah,
it's okay.
it's not like she's driving a fucking.
But you know
minivan.
what? Some girls,
Small car.
Yeah.
I've heard before. Some girls say they give the curb to the car as a little treat. it's a little treat for the car. Eat that curb. Girls are hilarious, man.
yeah.
Sometimes.
I got a buddy.
I'm just a girl.
I got a buddy that tells me he doesn't respect anyone that has like their girl drive them around because there's some people we know that like their like spouse will drive them around. Probably
If my girl's gonna
DUI.
drive me around, I'm sitting in the back seat. Like it's gonna be some real like pimp shit. Like I'm not sitting shaka with my girl. That's retarded. Not against that community. Before we get fucking monetized.
Does your girl drive?
No, she doesn't drive. I've been trying to get her to drive, but she's afraid. She's one of those girls that's like, I don't want to drive. Like I'm afraid of the road. And I'm like, I get it. Like, you know, I'm afraid of you driving too. But you should know how to do it.
The only time I get my girl to drive is if I accidentally have a few too many drinks once in a while at like a function because she doesn't drink like that. So like, and then still I'm like like borderline like over the legal limit is still like I'm like I'd rather risk it most of the
You
time.
think
Oh yeah. She's fucking like I
Are we
said.
actually talking about drinking and driving right now? We're not even getting into that. But on a real note,
You're not a good drinking or driver.
I used to fucking get loaded behind the wheel, but I don't drink and drive anymore. And the reason behind it is because I'm like, it's just stupid. You know, it's just a dumb thing to do.
You have like
you
a
know?
1-2 drink though, and
Yeah,
drive.
but I don't really drink that much anyway when I'm going out somewhere. If I'm gonna go somewhere and get drunk, I'll usually have Uber or a driver or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But usually, if I'm having like 4 or 5 beers over a span of a couple hours, I'm an adult.
So
I'm a big ass man. Why can't I?
I got that suburb in me where like I go to comedy shows and all these comedians like take TTC to shows and shit, and I just have to drive. I can't.
you have
like,
to.
I'm just too ingrained in me to drive.
Yeah. What the fuck? Public transport?
So these people always are like
Did you
getting.
see they've been putting fucking Fenty needles in the fucking TTC trains seats and shit? So watch for that. Public service announcement. Yeah.
Fenty needles,
I've been finding needles in the fucking seats, like in the crevices. So like, you know, people watch out. They're weirdos out here doing weird shit.
You got to
But go on.
immediately go to the hospital. No, I was saying like it's so funny because people will be like at a show, get like a beer or two while they drink while they perform, and I'll always just get a coffee, like a fucking like just sitting in the back. People are like, why are you always just drinking a coffee? I'm like, I
you're gonna take the
have a
fucking-
whip, you broke boy.
Yeah. You're gonna ride the Poverty Express, pussy.
Buddy, the amount of comedians that ask for drives to shows is like bonkers.
It's like girls. Can you Uber me here?
No, guys will be like, it'll be like, we're booked at a show in like, just say fucking Cambridge. I had a show
Yeah.
in Cambridge. So comedians will be like, hey, you mind driving me? Can we like carpool? And it's like, why
Yeah, pay
would you
for
say
my-
yes to a show in Cambridge? If
Yeah,
you don't
pay
know
for
how
my
the fuck
gas.
to get
Do they at least
there?
pay for your gas at least?
Well, no, usually.
Well, there's
yeah.
no well-known motherfucker.
No,
They're
I
paying
mean,
for
like,
all that shit.
It'll be like the producer of the show will be like, oh, can you drive them?
Yeah,
And
don't care.
And I'll cover your gas.
Okay, yeah, somebody's
And
gotta pay for
like
that
the
shit.
producer of the show will. But still, it's more like the inconvenience because I'm just like, I'm dropping
you
you off
gotta-
at the closest TTC station to my house.
Yeah, for sure.
They're all like, oh, it's late. Can you drive me to fucking this
Can you
place
drive me
and
right
that
into the middle of my
place?
fucking neighborhood? Like, no, bro.
You're like, no, like.
How about
I-
you use your fucking feet like you have your whole life, you broke
Yeah.
bitch?
Have you ever heard of Kipling Station? That's your perfect
Get your
spot.
fucking bread up, nigga. How about that?
Your money up. Not
Get your
money.
get your money up, not your fucking funny up. Even though they're comedians and should get their funny up to get their money
No,
up.
they're the brokest of the broke comedians, man. It's
Well,
embarrassing.
not all of them can work a respectable job like you.
I've seen.
Yeah. My job is not that respectable, but
It's a job.
it's a job.
I mean, it's a job the Indians can't take from you. Yet.
They wouldn't be good at it.
It's you the hockey thing, right? The facility
Yeah,
shit. Yeah, they
yeah.
can't do that shit.
No, they could do it, but like I work with a lot of hockey boys, and like,
Yeah, I wouldn't go over well with them.
yeah, I don't think it would be.
Hockey boys is like the last pure racism that this country has.
Who hockey boys? Yeah, that's why them and Indians kind of vibe like that. We call it team bonding in hockey. Little gangbang action, you know.
Oh, the St. Michael's boys.
Oh, and the fucking Team Canada, that Team Canada,
Team
trial.
Canada shit. I can't remember which one it was, but like it's just crazy because like if you know hockey boys, you know, right?
Yeah, you know, like
Do we get to the dark stories of them boy there?
of the brain trains at the parties where
Bro,
they just
I've-
line up
I've
like a
s-
fucking single file?
No,
and-
that's not even crazy. Like I've known white men that have done criminal things to
Once they
women.
get dicked, nothing's off the table.
Yeah, once they get drunk enough, there's nothing off the table. I remember these white boys
Don't
loaded
call them the N-word. Call them crackers, please.
Yeah, no, I remember these white niggas loaded this poor fucking sleeping girl up with fucking Skittles while she was sleeping. Bitch woke up like, why are there Skittles?
In her pussy?
Loaded
Not in her mouth, nigga.
Oh,
They loaded her up like a
shit.
fucking Pez dispenser from the bottom.
It took a second. It really did take a second. I was like, wait.
No, it's crazy,
I was
right?
like, that's funny. Throw it in their mouth.
Mind
That's
you,
fun.
I wasn't
was like,
there.
oh, it's
I
not
wasn't
their
there. I
mouth.
wasn't there. I wasn't there. This is the story that I was told. I was not there.
By who?
I'm not gonna say whose name it is. I'm not supporting fucking rape, but I'm not trying to have a nigga get caught up 20 years later when he's successful.
The worst
from
part is
some random story on my podcast.
The worst part is, all these
That
guys.
woman could press the charges if she wants to, but she's married and has a kid and she's happy. So who gives a fuck?
And her husband loves the taste of Skittle pussy, so it's a win-win.
Whoa, he has no idea.
But-
I doubt she's told anybody that story.
The funniest thing is she probably didn't even realize. She probably just started pushing Skittles out next night and be like, fuck, well, last night was...
It's probably the same day. Girls have to pee when they wake up in the morning. It's like they gotta crack the keg.
I don't know, you're a female. You noticed some Skittles down there, right? She's lost.
They put them in her.
I think
They put the Skittles inside of her.
it was like...
She was wasted, yeah.
Like the
But
thing...
why do you do it though is a real question, Why?
Science.
Yeah.
For
And you're gonna
science.
give a girl a yeast infection for what? Because like Skittles cannot be good for the puss. That didn't make it the kitty purr.
And
I
it probably
promise.
fucked up her blood sugar level like crazy.
You think so? It's not like an asshole where you put medicine in and it works. I don't know if it works like that.
It doesn't filter, bro.
Pussy soaks up shit like that?
I think so.
Having sweet dreams?
I think so. It'd be soaking shit up. But the best part is all those white guys you're probably talking about are all married with kids now. That's the funniest
Some of
part.
them are.
Good. That's a good white guy story. They get their sexual
You know what?
harassment out
The
early.
main perpetrators are not, actually. Which makes a lot of sense. The main perpetrators are not.
Darth Skittle's still out there.
Darth Skit?
The
I can tell you off camera who it is.
Skittle Daddle.
And the other one where they fucking where they jam the tampon up in the girl?
I have a feeling I know who.
Absolutely.
I know the person, but I don't know that they did this. So I'm like, yo, which one of these?
There's so many occasions, bro. But my main point being is that I know white guys have a history of doing inappropriate ass shit with women. I've just seen it firsthand. And like, for me, it's just like, yo, I've never cared about pussy that much to take it. I love it dearly, but I ain't taking it.
No,
and I'm not
no.
touching it appropriately.
But if I ever even a girl that like gives me the slightest inkling that she's uncomfortable, I feel bad. Like I just immediately.
I don't
my
feel bad, but
Like,
I'm immediately out of this space. Because I'm not gonna like, what do I feel bad for? I'm just like, all right, relax.
You gotta defend yourself.
Yeah.
Peter's Defensive Driving Academy. Shout out Peter.
Shout out Peter. I graduated from there too.
You're Defensive Driving Academy.
Yeah.
What a fucking lunatic that guy was.
That guy was fucking nuts. He actually never taught me how to parallel park or reverse.
He never taught you.
Never
He was
taught
probably
me.
Scared shitless by you, brother.
I was a fucking kid then, brother. What do you
You're
mean?
still big.
I didn't have my
kid.
beard yet.
You were a big boy though.
I was a big boy.
You're a big guy.
I picked bear cotton, honestly.
No, honestly,
That's what you were thinking. That's what you were
No,
thinking.
if-
How much money could we have made?
honestly, if we were doing a
money?
if we were doing a cotton picking draft, I wouldn't pick you early in the draft.
You wouldn't pick, that's fucking
I'm looking for-
disrespectful.
I'm looking for someone like
Are you gonna use me?
like
Are you
DB would be a better pick.
Are you
He's,
using me
like,
for
more-
fighting?
I know you don't.
Yeah, like DB,
I'm gonna
he
that's the
runs,
thing.
he takes
I'm
care
gonna
of
fight you.
himself.
I say this all the time. Like I wouldn't survive long as a slave. They would have to kill me.
You'd be a
they
good
would have
head-
had to kill me,
No, no,
boy.
you'd
the
be
first time they would have put beatings on me, I'd be like, yeah, that's what's going on here. I would have lost it.
It's just us.
Yeah, it's just
No.
us. I'll be like, all you niggas look like me. We're letting these white motherfuckers beat us. The sun is beating them. The sun kills them.
You would be.
I would have started a mutiny, dog. I would have
You'd
been
be-
fucking. I've been like Rosa Parks in the slave house.
You'd
I would
be.
have started some shit.
You'd be the S tier. What do they call that guy in the house?
I would not be a house nigga. I'm too dark.
I knew exactly what the word was. I was just like fishing.
Yeah,
for
I
you to
could.
say
I'm
it.
too dark to be in the house. You
No,
know
I
this.
think you'd be great.
No,
Because you.
Samuel L. Jackson was just for a movie, bro. They only let light skins in the house. It was a
Is that
color
a thing?
Yeah.
I thought it.
Too dark for the house. Yeah,
No, but
way
like,
too dark
I
for the
thought.
house.
No,
Closer
no.
to the master.
I didn't know, like,
closer in complexion.
I thought it would be like he would be good because he's like a kind of a conservative white guy on the inside, where he's gonna be the guy to like keep the other
yeah,
guys
but I
down.
wouldn't be a conservative
you know?
white guy peak slave era. I'd just be like a black slave. That'd be it. That's the only thought in my mind. Trying to get through the day. Hope I don't get lashed before my back heals. That's it. Those are the only thoughts.
It's not funny to make light of slavery.
I mean, I can do it, but you know, there's other communities that can't take those jokes.
I've been a slave in my genetics. At least
the Portuguese
three
were slaves?
No, Polish.
The Polish were slaves?
Yeah, by the Germans.
Yeah, Polish would be shit
Great uncle
slaves.
was died in the concentration camp.
Like
They were
Jews?
like the first ones conquered too by the Germans. They were quick.
Yeah, the Polish are
They
kind of
rolled
weak.
over. So that's and I got some Irish in me too. So they were.
I have some Irish in me too as well.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, so we could be cousins, bro.
Absolutely not.
We could be.
Yeah, probably not.
Cousins.
I hope not.
Irish are sick though. They're the sickest of the whites to be.
The best white to be.
Irish is a good one though. Portuguese.
I couldn't pick what would be the best white.
Italians?
The Italians?
Yeah, Italian.
Nah.
Buddy, they're fucking.
Mama.
I don't know. The problem with the Italians is like
The problem with the Italians.
the thing is like they don't really produce anything. Like they made pasta, good. When's the last time you had an Italian-made iPhone?
Okay.
Never.
Here's what it is.
What does that even matter? Brother, the Italians probably have the best culture out of the whites, outside of like the Nordics maybe.
Nah, best culture of the whites.
Or maybe the Greek. The Greek probably have the best culture of the whites.
I don't
But
know.
they don't have the food to back it up, like, you know?
I know, I like-
Tzatziki's not enough. It's
I
not
like-
enough. It's not enough.
I like USA white culture. You know, NASCAR, rednecks, racism, burgers. Yeah, like that's
America.
yeah. That,
Yeah,
driving
yeah.
left,
chicken
doing
fingers.
left-hand turns. it's a solid fucking. No, this
Yeah,
is
American white is pretty good.
I feel like any Mediterranean white is like those are all like Greek,
Spicy whites,
Italy.
yeah, yeah.
Portuguese are good.
Portuguese are barely
Spanish.
Mediterranean though. Like
No, but like so I just mean like coastal whites. You know,
the coastal whites. That's
coastal
crazy.
whites are like
You know,
decent.
England would be coastal whites as well.
Yeah, but they
There's some fucking
they did
geography,
it-
bad.
They did impact culture a lot, England,
Yeah, they did. They stole a lot of tea.
and gave it back.
Did they?
Know what to do with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they stole this.
That's the funniest thing always. They stole all this spice and they have the shittest food. They had to import everybody else to have actual good food. in
Apparently,
England.
London has great food, but it's because of all the diversity.
Yeah,
there now, not
exactly.
because of,
That's
like,
the only reason they
their-
have good food there. Well, same with Toronto, like, you know.
I would love to. I never wanted to go to England in my life. I never thought it was a cool travel spot. But I'm like, now I'm older. I'm like, London would probably be a vibe.
No, I wouldn't.
Like to visit.
It's too much like here. I'm not trying to go somewhere that's like here. Like when I went to Paris, I was like, oh, this is kind of like here, but French.
See a bunch
It felt like Montreal.
A lot of Mohammeds out there.
Nike Tech fleece.
Yeah.
Fucking and ski masks, and the fucking slang is gonna be fairly close.
Yeah,
England's
true.
not really worth it. England's like if you're doing like a 2 weeks, you spend 3 days there max.
We're over gas.
And you go other places.
German culture.
The only good food.
I go to Germany for the Autobahn
is
for
the
sure.
fucking spots and the
German for Oktoberfest, Autobahn.
Yeah, yeah. Amsterdam.
Oh, Amsterdam.
Yeah,
tacos in London.
weed and cheap hookers.
I'm pretty sure Amsterdam is peak racism though. Like, aren't they really racist?
Peak racism. You talk about fucking Germany, and they talk about peak racism.
No, I mean Amsterdam people. Like, still currently, they're pretty like.
I mean, if they know what's good for them, and then everybody's racist, bro. Like I just don't like. It's not like a.
I'm not, bro.
Anyway, I just feel like racism is just a natural part of shit. I just feel like
People are just like, we don't have to talk about this only around the dinner table.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's just racism is a part of it's a fabric part of nature. It's just like, but it shouldn't be impeding other people's lives. You're allowed to be racist at home and make jokes and say, "Oh, these people suck, they stink," whatever the fuck you want to say. But don't be like getting a job and being like, "Oh, like I'm not gonna hire these niggas because of that," unless they actually do.
Yo, you know,
If they actually fall into that profile and you don't want to hire them, then fine, double down on it.
you know who's actually racist with their hiring practices? Indians. They will.
They only hire themselves.
That's
but
what I'm
like-
saying. Like that's what I mean. Like they.
But like every culture
actively-
also has done that like previously, right?
No, I mean
There's-
like currently, like right now.
I mean, like look at the media,
2025.
right? It's like 80% of a certain kind of people. So like they only hire with internally too. It's a thing
I haven't seen no black niggas that only hire black niggas.
because they know better.
Maybe if it's like.
I'm not hiring no niggas. The only niggas you want to hire are the niggas you know. Outside of that, I'm not hiring no random nigga from nowhere.
Didn't you see
Please.
that from Dr. Umar? He was like trying to build like this school.
And he finesse everybody for bread.
No, it
Just
wasn't
like
even
BLM.
That. He
Same
ended
shit.
up having to hire white contractors to finish it. 'Cause
Yeah.
He's like, oh, these other guys kept screwing me. I kept
Yeah,
trying to
no,
do
no.
it. End up hiring white
That's the problem
guys
with
to
black people. It's a
finish
crab in the bucket mentality. Once you see a nigga that has some money, they're like, oh, let me scam this nigga to do this and that instead of trying to build with that nigga that could put you onto something. It's just a problem with niggas overall.
it. Speaking
Not
of
all niggas, but a lot of niggas.
of getting robbed, Johnny's about to get robbed by his buddy. Pocket
Oh, yeah,
watching.
yeah, it's pocket watching buddy.
Pocket watching buddy.
Pause.
Oh yeah.
Anytime someone's asking too much questions about their financials,
You know,
something's getting
they're up to no
staged.
good. Yeah, they're staging Johnny right now. They're in the staging process of boxing his food. They're setting up the couches. They're looking at the home. It looks beautiful.
A part of me wants this podcast to be rated, right?
Ah,
Like I think if they came and raided this place right now, like some cops, it'd be great. Well, like I would just be like, keep recording.
Why would you want that? That's
And
awful.
because it'd be great content wise. Because like they're going right for you, and then they're just gonna be
Why
like
is it right
past
for me?
me.
Because I'm black? That's crazy.
Yes. Look
true,
at
though.
look at what happened yesterday,
I was
bro.
going to say, I did get profiled yesterday.
I
so-
only got racially profiled for the first time in Florida because I had braids.
You weren't tan enough?
No, remember I told you at the airport?
Why does that boy look like a
pulled
lobster?
me
He should look like a
aside.
lobster. He's not a real Floridian.
Oh, you weren't here last week. No, I was just I was through like you know when you're going on the plane, like you're walking in the tunnel, like to actually walk onto it, and these two cops standing there like pulled me aside, And they're like, "What are you doing?
What's with the
here?"
braids here, boy?
Yeah, like, I think it was because I had braids in my hair, and I was traveling alone. They're like, "What do you do for work? What do you do for work?" And I
Just
was
said
like,
I'm a rapper.
"I'm a water boy professionally." And then they're like, "All right, go."
Where exactly are you walking?
Like, like when you're through security, everything, you're at your gate, you're going onto the
Brother,
plane.
you don't even travel. You don't even know
like,
what we're
the
talking about.
tunnel
You never
to,
even
like-
left here.
Have you ever been on the plane yet?
No.
Oh, true.
So you don't even know what we're talking about. You don't even know. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It's like
Don't worry.
It's a place where you usually wouldn't be pulled aside. It's like you're about to actually board the actual plane.
You
You're
can't explain
past
to
security
him.
and
He doesn't
everything.
know what it looks like. Past security. What does that mean? He's never been in that building.
Someone take this guy on vacation, bro.
Please,
Like,
someone take him on
Jesus Christ.
vacation. This nigga's stuck to the ground. He's like a fucking tree.
Honestly,
my days.
We're gonna start a fund to get DB on a fucking vacation. Where do you
fucking
want to go?
GoFundMe?
We're gonna get. What's the cheapest place we can send him? Mexico, Dominican, someplace like that.
Cuba. It's gotta be
Cuba.
Cuba.
Yeah. Like,
It'll be awful. You won't even eat for the whole week.
yeah, you'll have diarrhea, but like you'll
Immediately. Right off the plane. Bang. Uber.
Cuba would be nice.
You're not going to Uber.
Going to Cuba. Hell no.
Bro, let's end the shit, bro. It's 4 o'clock. I want to get the fuck out of here. I got shit to do.
All right. You got anything to say? You got any shows coming up?
No, I'm going on vacation soon, so fuck you guys.
Where?
No pods. No pods, bitches.
When you going?
End of the month.
I got my wedding. Oh, I got my wedding.
Yeah,
the other
remember
month.
I'm
You
missing
coming?
your wedding.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
You just want the wedding gift, bro. You don't care if I'm there. You already got one blackie. You don't need two.
Yeah.
I'm not getting you a gift.
And I know he's not
Yeah,
getting
no
it,
gifts for
yeah.
you. That's my favorite part.
Fair.
I'm not giving back to the white community. Fuck that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask DB.
You've taken enough.
I was gonna ask DB to be my best man, but then I was like,
That's
never
hilarious.
mind. Never mind.
Be the best man and the cameraman.
Yeah, and the camera. Yeah. You mind bringing your camera to the wedding and shooting some
Yeah,
video?
this nigga can do everything.
Speaking
All right,
of that,
yeah.
though, we gotta talk after. I got some work. All right, Hills, end this shit up.
Yeah, follow him at CringeKev. Follow
Come
me
to my
at
show
K-Tray.
June 20th, Scarborough. Follow Johnny Hills
Scarberia.
if you're anti-immigration because he is a very right wing. You're for them. No, he's.
He's pro-immigration? Yeah.
I don't know. This guy says he hates DEI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't even spell that.
All right, we
All
off
right.
this.
We're off this. Peace.
See ya.